What's in a computer? We can't live without them, but how much do we know about them? Computers have totally changed the way we communicate, learn, and entertain ourselves. But do you know what's inside your computer at home? There are many different parts that all work together. Right now, we'll have a look at the most important ones. At the heart of the computer is the motherboard. It is the largest circuit board in a computer. All other smaller circuit boards are connected to it. On the motherboard, there is a microchip called the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. This is basically the brain and command center of the computer. Can humans think without a brain? How would our muscles move? How would we react to what's happening around us? This is how important the CPU is for computers. So what does the CPU do? It works a bit like our brain. It interprets software programs, just like our brain interprets messages from the environment. Then, it sends commands to all the other parts of the computer. Now, we move on to the BIOS, Basic Input-Output System. This is a special software that works a bit like an alarm clock. It wakes up the computer when you switch it on. Then it checks that everything is working and reminds it of what it needs to do. Next, we have the motherboard. We've already said that the BIOS is like an alarm clock. If this is true, the motherboard is a bit like an organizer. It allows communication between many different parts of the computer. This is where the BIOS, Basic Input-Output System, is usually stored too. The motherboard has also got several cards that have different functions. One example is the video card. It generates the graphics that you see on your screen. Another example is the sound card. This controls the audio of the computer. And do computers need to have memory? Actually, they have two main types of memory, ROM and RAM. ROM holds information that is permanently burnt into the computer. Whatever you do, you cannot change it. RAM is the opposite. You can change it, but once you turn off the computer, it forgets everything. So what needs to happen for a computer to work? What's inside it has to communicate with other devices that are on your desk too. The keyboard, the screen, the mouse, and the modem. This happens through ports. Ports are holes that allow different devices to connect with each other. How many different parts of a computer can you remember? What does each one do?